She chose the latter over love. Susie and I had a love marriage. No arrangements, no pressure, just two people who chose each other freely. She was simple, warm, and genuinely kind. That's what I fell in love with. When she landed her dream job after marriage, I was the proudest person in the room. We celebrated that night like nothing could ever go wrong. And for a while, nothing did. Then slowly, quietly, she changed. It started with the weekends. Business tours, she said. Every Friday, she packed a bag. Every Sunday, she returned colder than before. I noticed, but I buried it. I told myself I was overthinking. I told myself she was just tired. Then my buddy called me. He had seen Susie with her boss at a resort. Not work. Not a conference. A resort. My chest caved in. I confronted her that night with tears I was trying to hold back. I told her I knew everything. I told her it was okay, that I still loved her, that if she just came back to me we could forget all of it and start over. I begged her without using the word beg. I meant every single word I said. She looked at me without flinching and said, "Give me a divorce if you want." I couldn't. I loved her too much to let go. So I waited. I stayed. I hoped she would remember what we had built together. She didn't come back. She kept seeing her boss, believing she was building something real. Then, without any warning, he fired her. No reason. No explanation. Just gone. That evening I heard her voice from the other room, cracking and desperate on the phone. She screamed at him, "I left my family, my husband, my dignity for you. I gave up everything. And now you can do this to me." I stood there frozen. She had traded everything we had for a man who discarded her the moment she was no longer useful. The call ended. The house went completely silent. She was gone before I understood what that silence meant. When the police arrived, they looked at me like I was the answer to every question they had. I became the prime suspect. I sat in that cold room being questioned about the woman I had loved, the woman I had waited for, the woman I had never stopped hoping would come home to me. And I had nothing to say except that I loved her. Detective Marcus took the case seriously. He went through everything. Her phone, her messages, her search history. And there it was, the truth she had been carrying alone. In her search history, he found the words, "How to suicide," searched repeatedly in her final days. Her own words, her own pain, documented quietly on a screen nobody had thought to check. It was ruled a suicide. Her boss was arrested for abetment and sent to jail. I was cleared and walked out of that station into open air that felt anything but free. I had loved Susie from the very beginning. I had offered her my forgiveness, my arms, my whole heart. She had chosen a different path and carried a weight she never told me about until it was too late. I wasn't angry anymore. I was just heartbroken.